Welcome back to our channel, Recaptivating. Today, I'm going to give you a recap of the movie Top Gun: Maverick. After 36 years, Top Gun: Maverick, a courageous test pilot pushing the boundaries and evading rank advancements that would have grounded him, is where he belongs as one of the Navy's top pilots. Maverick's old rival and now friend Tom "Iceman" Kazansky, who is now an admiral and the commander, Naval Air Forces, orders Kane to send him to Nas North Island rather than ground him for his actions. Maverick is instructed to instruct a group of Top Gun graduates who have been assembled by Vice Admiral Bo Cyclone Simpson and Rear Admiral Solomon Warlock Bates as part of a mission to bomb a secret uranium refinery that is thought to pose a threat to the United States. SAM missiles and a number of hostile aircraft protect the plant, which is deep in a canyon. Before dropping the bombs on the plant, the strategy calls for 2 pairs of FA-18 Super Hornets to fly through the canyon. Lieutenant Jake "Hangman" Surisan, who is arrogant, is one of the pilots, as is Bradley "Rooster" Bradshaw, the son of Maverick's late friend Goose. After more than 3 decades as one of the best Navy pilots, Pete "Maverick" Mitchell, played by Tom Cruise, is back where he belongs. As a brave test pilot, he pushes the limits and avoids promotions that would force him out of a job. Lieutenant meets Maverick as he prepares a group of graduates of Top Gun for a specialized mission that no living pilot has ever attempted. Bradley Bradshaw from Miles Teller can be reached at. Nick Bradshaw is the son of Radar Intercept Officer Lieutenant and Maverick's friend Rooster, also known as Goose. The movie is a prequel to the 1986 film Top Gun. After graduating from Top Gun, Captain Pete "Maverick" Mitchell is a test pilot in the United States Navy. Despite his numerous accomplishments, he has not been able to attain flag rank due to his repeated insubordination. Maverick is frequently shielded by Admiral Tom "Iceman" Kazansky, a friend and former rival on Top Gun. Kazansky is now commander of the Pacific Fleet. Instead of Maverick's hypersonic Dark Star scramjet program, Rear Admiral Chester "Hammer" Kane plans to fund drones. In order to save the program, Maverick unilaterally shifts the target speed for that day's test from Mach 9 to the final contract specification of Mach 10. However, the prototype is destroyed when he cannot resist exceeding Mach 10. Maverick's career is saved once more when Iceman sends him to the Top Gun school at Nas North Island for his next assignment. Maverick, on the other hand, hears from Kane that the crewed fighter aircraft era is coming to an end. Before the Navy can begin producing uranium, it must destroy an underground bunker at the end of a canyon that houses an illegal uranium enrichment plant. It is defended by 5th-generation fighters, older F-14 Tomcats, surface-to-air missiles, SAMs, GPS jammers, and SAMs. Maverick devises a strategy that calls for the use of 2 pairs of laser-guided bomb-equipped FA-18E/F Super Hornets C. Maverick, on the other hand, will not participate in the strike. Instead, Air Boss Vice Admiral Bo Cyclone Simpson will instruct a select group of Top Gun graduates. Maverick defeats his skeptical students in every competition, wins their respect, and the fight between Lieutenant Jake "Hangman" Surisan and Bradley "Rooster" Bradshaw, the son of Maverick's deceased best friend and Rio Nick "Goose" Bradshaw, is. Rooster dislikes Hangman's arrogant demeanor, while Hangman criticizes Rooster's cautious flying. Maverick tells his former girlfriend Penny Benjamin that he made a promise not to let Rooster become a pilot, which he keeps. Rooster blames Maverick for his father's death and is furious at Maverick for withdrawing from the Naval Academy, which would have prevented him from pursuing a career in the military. Rooster was unaware of the promise. Although sending Rooster on the extremely risky mission is an alternative, Maverick is reluctant to further interfere with Rooster's career. He expresses doubts to Iceman, whose terminal throat cancer. "It's time to let go," Iceman tells him, pointing out that the Navy and Rooster require Maverick. During the training, Hangman and Rooster develop a rivalry. Maverick, on the other hand, meets Penny Benjamin, who owns a bar called the Hard Deck. He tells Penny that he wanted to keep his promise to Goose's wife Carol that he would prevent Goose's son from flying before Carol died. As a result, he stopped Goose from applying to the Naval Academy and delayed Goose's career. Later, he meets Iceman, who is cancer of the throat and has trouble speaking. He uses his computer to type to Maverick before struggling to say a few words. When the pilots are having trouble carrying out Maverick's mission plan later in the training, they learn that Iceman has passed away. With Maverick no longer under Iceman's protection, Cyclone grounds Maverick permanently and devises a new strategy to strike the enemy base. This strategy has a much higher probability of the pilot successfully reaching the base and being able to carry out the attack, but almost certainly will result in their deaths on their way out of the area. This occurs almost immediately after Iceman's funeral. Cyclone reluctantly appoints Maverick as flight leader after Maverick makes an unapproved flight following his own plan and demonstrates to the pilots that it is possible to do things his way. Maverick is in charge of the lead FA-18E, and WSO Lieutenant Robert Bob Floyd and Lieutenant Natasha Phoenix Trace are in charge of a Buddy Lasing FA-18F. Rooster is in charge of the 2nd Strike Team, which consists of WSO Lieutenant Mickey Fanboy Garcia and Lieutenant Ruben Payback Fitch. The nearby air base is destroyed by Tomahawk cruise missiles as the 4 jets approach from an aircraft carrier. Maverick teams up with Phoenix and her WSO Bob in the mission, while Rooster teams up with Payback and his WSO Fanboy. Hangman and a number of other pilots are placed on reserve. Before attacking the plant, the Navy fires Tomahawk missiles to destroy the enemy's air base. They are hit by surface-to-air missiles, as was to be expected, after the attack is successful and the plant is destroyed. Maverick is forced to eject after giving up his plane to save Rooster. After Maverick regains consciousness, he is immediately spotted by a Hind D gunship, which attacks him and shoots him down. Rooster, who disobeyed orders to retreat, also shoots Maverick down. Maverick and Rooster work together to get away by stealing an F-14 Tomcat from the destroyed air base. However, once they are in the air, they run into 2 Su-57 felons. Before engaging the second felon in a fierce dogfight, Maverick immediately takes the first felon by surprise and shoots him down. Maverick finally defeats the second felon after a prolonged struggle. However, once he is safe, he is confronted by the third and final felon, which they are unable to eliminate due to a lack of ammunition. All hope appears to be lost when Rooster is unable to eject and the felon approaches to kill, but Hangman arrives and shoots it down just as it fires its missile. After that, Maverick, Rooster, and Hangman return to the carrier, where they are greeted as heroes and Maverick and Rooster come to terms. Maverick sees Penny and her daughter Amelia again in the film's final scenes, where they work on a P-51 Mustang. Penny is taken on a ride by Maverick in his P-51, and Rooster posts a picture of their success next to a picture of Maverick and his late father. Tom Cruise portrays Maverick and Rooster, who both make it through Top Gun: Maverick's verdict. Resigned to fighting their way home, Maverick swooped behind one of the aircraft and fired, killing the pilot. Knowing that the terrain would make the enemy's targeting computer confused as the second enemy pursued, Maverick flew low. After that, Maverick executed the well-known Top Gun move of inverting his F-14 and shooting down the enemy aircraft, but the cast of Top Gun: Maverick did not have complete freedom. Maverick ran out of weapons as a new enemy fighter approached from the front. The old plane's canopy would not open, so Maverick urged Goose to eject out of fear that they would not survive. Hangman rushed to save his friends before the enemy fighter was destroyed at the last minute when the aircraft carrier detected Goose's transponder signal. Make sure you subscribe and turn on notifications to watch more captivating videos like this one. Thank you for watching.